It is Monday, August 15th in the MLB, and I'm Austin from Calling Our Shot.
And I'm Logan from Calling Our Shot.
Well, you're back with our three best picks of the day. We got a favorite game pick. We got a player prop, got a no one first inning, and we got a hit streak parlay returning for the people.
As always, guys, just do us a favor. If you aren't subscribed, go down and hit that subscribe button. It takes 0.5 seconds out of your day and really helps us grow this channel.
And let's hop into a recap. Hasn't been the best couple days, but 1 and 2 day yesterday. It's funny actually. If you looked at our video on Saturday and you thought those were Sunday's plays, congrats, you swept. But that's just the nature of betting baseball. We had a 1 and 2 day. Pirates, Giants, no one first inning cashes. Cardinals don't cover the first 5 run line, cover the full game run line. And I don't even want to talk about Keegan Thompson. He threw like 150 pitches through 1 inning. I don't know what the heck that was all about, but you know what? I have retired from K-Props. You got the wrong guy. This is not the channel for you. Like, I just can't with him. I've been having bad vibes from all season long. Now, we do have some exciting news. Our first fantasy football video will be live later today at 4 p.m.-ish Eastern time. Be a different thumbnail, but we do appreciate you if you tune in. I put a lot of work into it. I think it's a really good video. We'll have a bunch of them as the next couple weeks, kind of Labor Day approaches us. So definitely tune into that. But Logan, we need to get back into the winning column. What do you have for these people on this fine Monday morning?
Yeah, my pick today is a Logan's line reading play, everyone's favorite variety, right? We're going to the Blue Jays versus Orioles, the battle of the birds again. And I'm taking the Blue Jays -0.5 run line in the first 5 innings, -115 on DraftKings is your best value. As Austin showing on OddsJam, it's pretty standard across the books. I mean, it is a little bit more juiced on a couple like MGM and Barstool. But you know what? That's, again, playing into my line reading, right? You say Kikuchi. Everyone knows the name. Everybody loves fading this guy. They just wake up and fade him. And if you faded him last time, you're just like, yeah, cash cow, right? Kikuchi, 5 innings pitched, 5 earned runs, and Baltimore won the first 5-1. Yet the books are expecting a different result. If you kind of look at the line reading in that one, it's juiced in the Blue Jays' favor. You know what? It is hard. It's harder to cover a -0.5 run line than it is the +0.5, because the +0.5 you can win the first 5 outright, or you can tie and you cover. So I think the books really are expecting a better Kikuchi showing. And I mean, it sort of makes sense if you look at the stats, right? Kikuchi, 4.22 ERA at home and a 1.15 whip. Those are pretty average numbers. Maybe the ERA is a little bit higher than average, but versus the road, 6.19 ERA on the road and a 1.9 whip. So that makes sense. He had a terrible start on the road, but now he gets to face this same Orioles team at home. And I think the books are expecting a different result, as am I, right? Kikuchi, 1 earned run allowed in each of his last 2 starts at home. So he's been a lot better home pitcher, as of late. And I really do think he's in line for a solid start, right? All of Kikuchi's 5 earned runs were also via the home run, right? Baltimore 13th in homers on the road. So about a little bit better in the middle of the pack, right? Baltimore's also coming off a game that they were perfect gamed. I don't know if that's a word, but perfect. They were perfect gamed through 8 innings. They almost, Rasmussen, shout out Rasmussen, tip of the hat. He almost had it. Heartbreaking to watch. But how do you come back from that, right? Their offense was non-existent for eight innings on the road, and now they get to travel to Toronto the next day. I think they might be a little bit sluggish, right? Baltimore also 20th in strikeouts on the road. The lone bright spot for Kikuchi's last outing is he had 4 Ks, despite hosting the home run derby. He did have 4 Ks. I think he should be in line for maybe 5-6 Ks today. That wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility for him, right? Also, lastly, Baltimore 18th in batting average, 19th in OPS on the road. They're not an amazing offense on the road. I know everyone loves them, some orange birds. Everyone loves the Orioles. But you know what? Got to go against them today. And also, I don't love their pitcher either, right? Kyle Bradish, 5 1/3 innings pitched, 3 earned run allowed to Toronto. Baltimore did win that first 5 3-1. So if you look at both these results, you might feel very comfortable picking the Orioles +0.5. But I'm just looking at Bradish's numbers, right? Bradish, 6.26 ERA on the road and a 1.39 whip on the road. Those are high, right? If you look like at his season game logs, there's a lot of games when he made the first 5 non-competitive for his team. And I think Toronto, being the juggernaut offense that I know them to be at home, right? Toronto 2nd in batting average, 3rd in OPS at home. I think they're in line for getting some hits and runs up on Bradish. I really hope so. Against Cleveland, Toronto offense was MIA. They were just they're putting up 2 runs max, and then they were dipping. But this is a great bounce-back opportunity in front of them today, facing a really exploitable pitcher. I think they should be able to get hits and runs up on Bradish. Kikuchi doesn't have to go out and pitch a perfect game. Not asking for that. Just good enough, not catastrophic, and we will cash this bet. But, Austin, what do we got for the day?
Yeah, so I forgot to mention all of our new All-Stars. So we had a couple people rejoining the All-Star group. We got JK Geology, we got KD and Kyrie, Harsha, Deshaun, and Backpack. We appreciate you guys for supporting the channel. Now, let's hop into the hit streak. We took yesterday off because we've really been on a barn burner for these. But Alec Boehm, Trey Turner, two great hitters. Go get it done. Each to record a hit, minus 118 on FanDuel. Now, let's get into my player prop of the day. And it's kind of sort of a game pick, but not exactly. We're taking Joe Ryan, under 2.5 earned runs, minus 102 on Caesar Sportsbook. Now, we do see a couple books. I mean, you have it at minus 105 on DraftKings. Sharper Books got it at minus 120. Now, let's kind of look at this line, because if you look at the other lines, these earned runs lines don't make a whole lot of sense, because Ryan's not going to throw 7 innings today. That's just not going to happen. He rarely gets to 6+ innings pitch. Usually he's 5+ innings pitch, and then he's out of there through 110 pitches in 5 innings last game. And you look at he averages 16.44 pitches per inning. It's just 49th out of 60 eligible pitchers. So that's honestly not a terrible thing, because we don't want Ryan to last too long. You never know. A guy could throw 6 hitless innings. 7th inning, he comes in, gives up 3 runs, and we lose our bet despite him pitching really well. But you look at the Royals' first 5 team total, it's 1.5 at even value. You look at the Royals' team total, set at 3.5, which I like that under as well if you want to pivot to that. But so I'm kind of liking Ryan today. I think he pitches pretty well. Let's dive into more numbers. He's under 2.5 earned runs in 12 of 18 starts, including 6 of 9 at home. He is at home today. Ryan pitched twice versus the Royals this year, but I believe back in April and June. 6 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, and 5 2/3 innings pitched, and 1 earned run. Obviously cashing in at both. Ryan also bounced back opportunity, gave up 5 earned runs in his most recent start at the Dodgers. So I think he bounces back today. And we look at the batting averages that Ryan has against these Royals hitters. Bobby Witt Jr., 0 for 4. Hunter Dozier, 0 for 5. Salvi Perez, 0 for 2. You look at it in total, 24 plate appearances, a 25K percentage, and then a .091 batting average. So he's kind of had their number. And the Royals are not necessarily an offense I'm too scared of. 17 or less, 25 pitchers versus Kansas City have stayed under the 2.5 earned runs. One of the most recent ones I went over was yesterday when they stole everyone's coin and Tyler Anderson going over this prop. Look, this is also the first Royals road game since August 3rd. This guy's team hasn't played a road game in almost 2 weeks, which obviously it's different to play on the home and the road. So I think they're going to maybe struggle today. Maybe they don't bring the bats in this first game of this series. So I really like Joe Ryan. I think he goes under this 2.5 earned runs. If the Twins want to go out there and get a couple errors and make them, unearned runs, fine with me. I don't care how we chalk it up. Taking Joe Ryan under 2.5 earned runs is my player prop of the day. But Logan, I believe you know what time it is. And yesterday we got to wave these flags. It's NRFI Nation time. Grab those flags and wave them. I don't know why the music's not going. I clicked on it, but it doesn't matter. We're still waving the flag. There we go, baby. There we go. Let's get into it. I want to be honest with the people out there today, Logan. The slate's not all too good. If you want to go out there and lay an Angels Mariners minus 185 NRFI, it's not the channel for you. If you want to go lay another, juice NRFI in that Musgrove Alcantara game, nah, I probably wouldn't do that. But today we are going to the Athletics Rangers game, taking the no-run first inning, getting plus 100 on FanDuel Sportsbook, easily the best value across all the books. You see a couple other ones at minus 115. So if you got it on FanDuel, definitely go for it. You get the best value there. Now let's talk about why we like this one. Glenn Otto, I don't love him. I won't lie to you. Don't love him, but he's on the mound for the Rangers. He's 12-5 on no-run first innings this year. He has NRFI'd in all 3 career starts versus the A's, 2 of them this year, 1 last year. You look at the Oakland A's. 24th in first inning runs. I'd pull up all the splits versus Otto, but truthfully, I don't know who the heck the Athletics will try out in their daily lineup. So, Mr. Otto, I need 3 outs. Who's pitching for that A's today, Logan?
It's Caprillion, and I think Caprillion can take us home, right? He's 14-4 on NRFIs this year. Really solid. He NRFI'd in his last start versus the Rangers, which is encouraging because he did run first inning in his previous 2, right? The Rangers sort of had his number in those, but he has dialed it back, kind of understood, what he needs to do versus these Rangers hitters. And also worth noting, Texas 20th in first inning runs, the over-under, set to that 8 range, right? They're not expecting, huge offensive numbers between these 2 teams. At the end of the day, as kind of Austin mentioned, you can go the juice NRFI route. That's not the route we're taking. Or another one that might be worth looking at. And if you can live with the Dodgers' high-powered offense, I think that one has favorable odds. There's really good pitching in the Dodgers versus Brewers game. It's one we considered, but at the end of the day, when you take the NRFI route, you just have to say, can I live with these 2 offenses scoring on me? At the we can, right? And we're not expecting these mediocre type pitchers can hopefully get us those 3 outs we need to cash this bet.
Yeah, I mean, it's NRFI Nation. You got to pick at this late end of the year. You have to find plays that you think. We took Zach Thompson yesterday. That guy, He had given up. He was like 11-8 on first innings. But in my opinion, you got to target those worse offenses than the great ones. But yeah, the Brewers Dodgers, not a terrible choice. Well, that would kind of segue us into our parlay of the day because it doesn't involve that game. Taking the Angels Mariners under 6.5 total runs and Brewers plus 1.5. Plus 266 on the parlay. It is on OddsJam if you want to go check it out. We certainly would appreciate it. Show OddsJam some love and have you in that article. Look, fantasy football video. I'll put it up on the screen, likely not live until 4 p.m. We appreciate you guys always for tuning in. Today we're bouncing back. We're waving these flags. We're having a winning day. And we'll see you guys again on Tuesday morning. See you guys then.